Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well for today. Today we'll be reading Revelation 17. The Great Prostitute. Great start. One of the 7 angels who had poured out the 7 bowls came over and spoke to me. "Come with me," he said. "I will show you the judgment that is going to come on the great prostitute who rules over many waters. The kings of the world have committed adultery with her, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk by the wine of her immorality." So the angel took me in the spirit into the wilderness. There I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that had 7 heads and 7 horns, and blasphemies against God were written all over it. The woman wore purple and scarlet clothing and beautiful jewelry made of gold and precious gems and pearls. In her hand she held a gold goblet full of obscenities and the impurities of her immorality. A mysterious name was written on her forehead: Babylon, the great mother of all prostitutes and obscenities in the world. Wow, what a strange name to have. I could see that she was drunk. Great. Drunk with the blood of God's people, holy people who were witnesses for Jesus. I stared at her in complete amazement. "Why are you so amazed?" the angel asked.
"You're right.
"I will tell you the mystery of this woman and of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns on which he sits. The beast you saw was once alive but isn't now, and yet he will soon come up out of the bottomless pit and go to eternal destruction. And the people who belong to this world, whose names were not written in the book of life before the world was made, will be amazed at the reappearance of this beast who had died." This calls for a mind with understanding. He's calling us stupid at this point. The 7 heads of the beast represents the 7 hills where the woman rules. They also represent 7 kings. 5 kings have already fallen. The 6th now reigns, and the 7th isn't yet to come, but his reign will be brief. Wow. The scarlet beast but is no longer. Is the 8th king. He is like the other 7. He too is headed for destruction. The 10 horns of the beast are 10 kings who have not yet risen to power. They will be appointed to their kingdoms for one brief moment to reign with the beast. They will all agree to give him their power and authority. Together they will go to war against the Lamb, but the Lamb will defeat them because he is Lord over all lords and King of all kings, and his called and chosen and faithful ones will be with him. Then the angel said to me, "The waters where the prostitute is ruling represents masses of people of every nation and language. The scarlet beast and his 10 horns all hate the prostitute. They will strip her naked, eat her flesh, and burn her remains with fire." Damn. Who needs enemies when you have friends like this? For God has put a plan into their mind, a plan that will carry out his purpose. They will agree to give their authority to the scarlet beast, and so the words of the God will be fulfilled. And this woman you saw in your vision represents the great city that rules over all the kings of the world. Last chapters, I'll be doing 2 in 1, just for the sake of doing it. Revelation 18. The fall of Babylon. After all this, I saw another angel come down from heaven with great authority, and the earth grew bright with his splendor. He gave a mighty shout. "Babylon has fallen! That great city is fallen. She has become a home for demons. She is a hideout for every foul spirit, a hideout for every foul vulture, and every foul and dreadful animal. For all the nations have fallen because of the wine of her passionate immorality. The kings of the world have committed adultery with her. Because of her desires for extravagant luxury, the merchants of the world have grown rich." Then I heard another voice calling from heaven, "Come away from her, my people. Do not take part in her sin, or you will be punished with her, for her sins are piled as high as heaven, and God remembers her evil deeds." Damn. High up in the sky? You just, at this point, Yeah. Do to her as she has done to others. Double her penalty for all her evil deeds. She brewed a cup of terror for others, so brewed twice as much for her. Damn. Twice as much. Okay. She glorified herself and lived in luxury, so match it now with torment and sorrow. She boasted in her heart, I am queen of my throne. I am no helpless widow. I have no reason to mourn. Therefore, these plagues will overtake her in a single day. Death and mourning and famine. She will be completely consumed by fire, for the Lord God who judges her is mighty. And the kings of the world who committed adultery with her and enjoyed her great luxury will mourn for her as they see the smoke rising from her charred remains. Wow. They will stand at a distance, terrified by her great torment. They will cry out, how terrible for you, O Babylon, you great city. I don't know what's so great about it. You tell me. I don't know what's so great about the city. In a single moment, God's judgment came to you. Oh, okay. The merchants of the world will weep and mourn for her, for there is no one left to buy their goods. She bought great quantities of silver, gold, jewels and pearls, fine linen, purple, silk, and scarlet cloth, things made of fragrant tyanin wood, ivory goods, and objects made of expensive wood, and bronze, iron, and marble. She also brought cinnamon, spice, incense, myrrh, frankincense, wine, olive oil, fine flour, weed, cattle, sheep, horses, wagons, and bodies. That is human slaves. Okay. Wow. The fancy things you love so much are gone, they cry. All your luxuries and splendor are gone forever, never to be yours again. Only smart thing you've ever said. The Martians who became wealthy by selling her these things will stand at a distance, terrified by her great torment. They will weep and cry, how terrible for that great city. She was clothed in the finest purple and scarlet linens, decked out with gold and precious stones and pearls. In a single moment, all the wealth of the city is gone. Good. All the captains of the merchants' ships and their passengers and sailors and crews will stand at a distance. They will cry out as they watch the smoke ascend, and they will say, Where is there another city as great as this? I don't know, heaven? And they will weep and throw dust on their heads to show their grief, and they will cry out, how terrible for that great city. The ship owner became wealthy by transporting her great wealth on the seas. In a single moment, it is all gone. Rejoice over her faith, O heaven and people of God and apostles and prophets, for at last God has judged her for your sakes. Then a mighty angel picked up a boulder the size of a huge millstone. He threw it into the ocean and shouted, just like this, the great city of Babylon will be thrown down with violence and will never be found again. Wow. The sounds of harps, singers, flutes, and trumpets will never be heard in you again. No craftsmen, no trades will ever be found in you again. The sounds of the mill will never be heard in you again. The light of a lamp will never shine in you again. The happy voices of brides and grooms will never be heard in you again. For your merchants were the greatest in the world, and you deceived the nations with your sorceries. In your streets flowed the blood of prophets and God's holy people, and the blood of people slaughtered all over the world. Babylon will be gone for good this time. Like as it says, nothing will ever be found in you again. No craftsmen, no trades, no light of lamp, nothing. No singers, no music, no good time. None of that will be found, which is a good thing. It will never come back. Never come back. But yeah, that was today. Those were the 2 chapters for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to friends and family who may need this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.